Hello friends, I'm Renu, life coach. Today we are to share about a small family having a father, a mother and their 6-year-old son. So it was a usual day, they were about to have their lunch. The dishes were laid on the table and the father was having the lunch. While he tasted the raita, he found it to be quite salty. So he spoke about it to his wife and he seemed quite unhappy with the raita being salty. Wife went to the refrigerator and brought a bowl of curd and she started adding extra curd to it to make it better. The husband was not happy with this and he started shouting and fighting and yelling and even blaming the wife because she was the cause for him to now not to have the mood to have the lunch. So he, without finishing the lunch, got up from there. The mother and the son, they finished their lunch. The wife went to the kitchen and she was completing her work which she had left undone. The son came running to her wanting him to be given with some money so that he can go to the market and buy some chocolates for himself. And while the mother turned, the son could observe the tears in the eyes of the mother. And the little child could understand that the mother was quite sad with all that had occurred during the lunchtime. Now years passed away and the boy had grown up into a very responsible adult and now he had his wife and his mother at the home. And again it was one fine afternoon and they were about to have their lunch, and when this son started eating his lunch, he found that the raita had little extra salt in it. So he stood up from there and went to the refrigerator and brought the bowl of curd and added extra curd into it. The wife questioned why did he do so. So the son smiled and looked at the mother and said, "My mother knows the pain of extra salt in the curd. Had my father added extra care towards my mother and towards me, my mother would have not had so many tears in her life. Had my father added extra warmth and extra love towards the family, and had he taken that extra mile to keep the family in a loving atmosphere, we would have gone even extra mile to keep the family happy and peaceful." Now it's very important for all of us to understand. We all commit mistakes in our life, but the biggest commitment of mistake happens the moment we start fighting and shouting and yelling at the mistake which has happened. So instead of correcting and talking about that mistake and finding the solution, shouting does no good. It does more damage than any goodness in it. Now it's time for us to think, did we in our life react or respond on the raita being too salty? Or did we just find some solution to it? See, life is very simple. We make it complex. Our egos make it complex. Our lack of understanding towards others make it complex. Our non-communication with people in our own family make it more complex. Life is very sweet and it can be made more sweeter by adding little amount of understanding, little better communication, little amount of empathy and little amount of love, care, concern and respect towards each member. Let me tell you, it does no harm if we do a little thinking before we do anything. Thank you.